Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the previous video, I have read about the fourth article of faith in Islam, which is revealed books. In this video, inshallah, I'll be reading about Akhirah or hereafter. Akhirah. All the prophets called their people to worship Allah and to believe in life hereafter. Allah has created man as an eternal creature and has divided his life into two parts. The present world, in which we live after birth, is the first part, and the next world, where we live after death, which is the second part. This second part is called life hereafter. The limited period before death is meant for a man to be tested, while life hereafter will be the period for his reward and punishment. Man is born with unlimited potential, yet he finds very limited use for it in this present world. According to his nature, man wants to live eternally, but very soon death arrives and puts an end to his life. This world will come to an end someday, and the dead will rise on the day of judgment to stand for their final and fair trial. Everyone will appear before Allah and faces the consequences of their deeds done in this life. Thus, life in the hereafter is a continuation of the earthly life but different in nature. Everything that we do, every intention that we have, every move that we make, every thought that we entertain, and every word that we say are all counted and kept in accurate records. On the day of judgment, they will be brought forth. People with good records will be generously rewarded and warmly welcomed to the paradise of Allah. And those with bad records will be punished and cast into hell. The real nature of paradise or hell and the exact description of them are unknown to human beings, but known to Allah only. There are descriptions of paradise and hell in Quran. For paradise, explained the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, there are things which no eye has ever seen, no ear has ever heard, and no mind has ever conceived. Remember the day we shall summon every people with their record of deeds. Then whoever is giving his record in his right hand, those will read their records, and injustice will not be done unto them. And whoever is blind in this life will be blind in the hereafter and more astray from the way. Quran 17 verse 71-72. Death, from which you are running away from, will certainly catch up with you. Then you will be returned to the knower of the unseen and the visible, Allah, and He will inform you about what you did. Quran 62:8. The belief in the hereafter divides people into three categories. First, there are those who do not believe in the hereafter and regard life on this earth as the only life. They judge something to be good if it produces desirable results, and evil if it brings about undesirable results. Second, there are those who believe in the hereafter but do not do righteous deeds. Therefore, they depend on the intercession or atonement of someone to absolve them of their sins. This deprives them from the moral advantage. As a result, their behavior becomes very much like that of those who deny the hereafter. Third, and finally, there are those who firmly believe in the hereafter and do not mislead themselves that anyone can intercede on their behalf. They hold themselves accountable for their actions and their belief in the hereafter, and their belief in the hereafter becomes a great moral force, which cautions and admonishes them whenever they deviate from the right path. Belief in life after death and man's accountability to Allah gives a sense and meaning to one's life and differentiates human beings from animals. Therefore, belief in the life after death serves as a reminder against crime, corruption, immorality, and injustice on this earth. Man has to pass his life in this world in such a way that every happening becomes for him a reminder of the day of judgment. His sleeping and rising should also serve as reminders of life after death. Whenever a human society is built on the basis of this belief, it has been the most ideal and peaceful society, free of social and moral evils, justice, mercy, human values, or the concept of good and bad have no meaning if there is no life hereafter.